glass down on the wood. He'll drag on the floorboards like you meant it, like you could. Red Bull by the back door, buzzing in the heat. Ceiling fan keeps circling like it forgot its feet. I came in with my jacket wet, rain and engine smoke. Told myself one drink and done, that was a little joke. But I've been parked too long on these same old blocks, watching my own face break in the shop front glass. And I don't need a cure, I don't need a plan, I just need one reason to stay where I am. Slow click, red light, you got me in your sight. Slow click, red light, I was gone before I tried. One more drink, one more lie. Slow click, red light, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Half-lit room, half-hearted talk. Drummer taps the rim, not playing, just keeping time for whatever drags me in. I ain't broken like a headline, a story you can tell. I'm just hungry for a trouble that knows me a little well. The night feels close around me, like a hand on my sleeve. And your silence at the bar makes it harder to leave. But I've been parked too long on these same old blocks, watching my own face break in the shop front glass. And I don't need a cure, I don't need a plan, I just need one reason to stay where I am. Slow click, red light, you got me in your sight. Slow click, red light, I was gone before I tried. One more drink, one more lie. Slow click, red light, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe that's all it was, a sound, a chair, a glance. Maybe I was already halfway into chance. No big song, no clean ending, no map for me to read, just that heel on the floor and the room's warm breath on me. Slow click, red light, you got me in your sight. Slow click, red light, I was gone before I tried. One more drink, one more lie. Slow click, red light, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Slow click, red light, stay a little while. Slow click, red light, I came here just to drive, just to drive. I came in quiet, coat still wet, street light shining on my cigarette. You looked away, but you knew my name. Room got warm when I touched that flame. I got no gold watch, no diamond ring, just a pocket full of trouble and a heart that sings. You said, boy, don't start that jive. I said, baby, I'm just glad I'm alive. Coffee gone cold on the windowsill. Clock on the wall been standing still. Your red dress hanging by the door. My old boots tapping on the floor. I don't need thunder, don't need rain, don't need a fast car calling my name. Just one slow dance where the blue lights fall and your shadow leaning on the wall. You got that matchbox smile, small flame burning wild. You don't say much, but you say it right. Turn my midnight into light. You got that matchbox smile, keeps me walking every mile. When the whole town's cold and mean, you're the warmest thing I've seen. I've been a fool in 100 rooms, sold my pride for a borrowed tune. But when you laugh soft and low, I felt my hard luck lose its hold. You don't promise easy days, you don't chase my blues away. You just sit there calm and true, like the moon got nothing better to do. Now I ain't asking for the key, ain't asking you to rescue me. Just leave that porch light burning slow, in case my tired feet need somewhere to go. If I talk too big, let the guitar speak. If my hands shake, let the drummer keep. If I fall quiet, don't you run. Some men learn love one breath at a time. You got that matchbox smile, small flame burning wild. You don't say much, but you say it right. Turn my midnight into light. You got that matchbox smile, keeps me walking every mile. When the whole town's cold and mean, you're the warmest thing I've seen. You're the warmest thing I've seen. Yeah, the warmest thing I've seen. After midnight in Chicago, room too small to breathe. Floorboards shake below me like they know what I need. Shoes stay on the bedspread, one lace hanging low. Shirt smells like rain and smoke, and that tonic I used to know. $40 in my pocket, matchbook from that place. A number right so tiny, I tilt it toward the flame. I ain't broken clean, I just feel the ache. I want that current back, I want that current back. Then the shuffle starts again. Dust drops from the ceiling like old sins in the air. I played these same rooms for years, but tonight it feels close. Not louder, just closer, like a hand around my throat. I still dress for the moment, still lean toward the light, still want somebody's face to change when I step into the night. I ain't asking for forever, just one hard spark tonight. I want that current back, I want that current back, I want that current back, I want that current back. Run right through my hands, make me feel alive. I want that current back, I want that current back, that current back, want that current back. Walk in one more room and let them look me in the eye. Woo! The radiator clicks the counting, the window rattles thin. I can hear my younger self calling me back in. Not heartbroken, pretty, not clean, not blessed, not free. Just a man in a small room trying to remember me. Yeah, I want that current back, I want that current back, want that current back, want that current back. Run right through my hands, make me feel alive. I want that current back, I want that current back, want that current back, want that current back. Walk in one more room and let them look me in the eye. I want that current back, I want that current back. One more chance tonight to let it come back to life. The room went black without you, but the lights were still on. Same old chair by the table, same clock ticking wrong. I heard ice in a glass, like bones in the rain, and every little sound kept spelling out your name. I told the mirror I was fine, but the mirror looked away. Some lies don't need a witness to know they can't stay. Your perfume left a ghost on the sleeve of my coat. I carried downtown like a hand around my throat. The bartender said nothing, just pushed the bottle near, like he knew some men don't talk until the hurt gets clear. I took one slow swallow, then I pushed the folded twice and torn. Not enough words for leaving, too many for a storm. You wrote, don't try to find me. I whispered, I already did. Not in some far-off city, but in all the pain I hid. Ain't no villain in the doorway, ain't no saint in this room. Just two people learning how flowers turn to gloom. Maybe love don't leave loudly, maybe it thins like smoke. Maybe the last heartbreaking is the first one that spoke. So I put my hat on slowly, let the old floor cry, and I thank that empty doorway for not asking me why. The room went black without you, but I learned to see the flow. Every crack, every shadow, every nail by the door. The room went black without you, but I ain't blind no more. I can feel where love died and still walk out the door. The room went black without you, but morning found my hand. I ain't holy, but I'm still enough to stand. The room went black, but I walked on. He comes in through the back door, 'cause the front steps complain too loud. Kitchen light flickers once, then settles down. Chip cup by the sink, one spoon on the towel. Yesterday's coffee gone bitter, black in the pot. One boot by the chair, one boot on his side. He don't fix it, just lets it lie. Outside that rail line, 'cause the house is like a scar, and the whole place listens when the freight rolls hard. Around midnight, it starts to move, low iron breathing through the blue. He shuts his eyes like he knows what the dark comes in to prove. Somebody leaving with a reason, somebody leaving with a reason. That's what she said, and I still hear it now. Somebody leaving with a reason, somebody leaving with a reason. Leave it behind when that train shakes this house. He used to hate that sound, the long cry on the glass. Used to turn his face away and let it pass. She used to smile at it like it knew her name, lie awake and say it sounded the same. Back then the room had two breathing sounds, her hair oil on the pillow, her laugh all around. Now there's just his shadow and the kettle's bite, and one boot falling sideways in the kitchen light. Around midnight it starts again, steel on steel like a stubborn friend. He stands in the doorway, hands in his coat, listening to the part of her that won't let go. Somebody leaving with a reason, somebody leaving with a reason. That's what she said, and I still hear it now. Somebody leaving with a reason, somebody leaving with a reason. Leave it behind when that train shakes this house. He don't talk much about what broke, just the scar behind the houses and the things we know. If a room gets too big, you can hear the night, you can hear her laugh right out of sight. Somebody leaving with a reason, somebody leaving with a reason. That's what she said, and I still hear it now. Somebody leaving with a reason, somebody leaving with a reason. Leave it behind when that train shakes this house. Somebody leaving, somebody leaving. Whoa, somebody leaving with a reason. One boot, one chair, and the dark comes down. He don't remember the night, it bothers him more. No slam door, no glass on the floor. 3 spoon taps, then she answered him. Lamp in the corner buzzed, and they sat there pretending. Her coat on the hook, already halfway gone. Same 2 cups, same low radio song. He said love stays on borrowed time, but the room went still and drew that line. 3 spoon taps, that's how it went. 3 spoon taps and the whole thing bent. Habit wore a dress and called it love. 3 spoon taps, then she was gone from the room. 3 spoon taps, 3 spoon taps. Now he lives in the hours after midnight, staring at the cold sheet where her shape used to lie. He reaches out for a hand that's not there. The room doesn't flinch like it never cared. He counts the cups on the sink by the light. Same old table, but it feels unlike. He said forever, like it was a spell. Now it just echoes down an empty hallway. 3 spoon taps, that's how it went. 3 spoon taps, and the whole thing bent. Habit wore a dress and called it love. 3 spoon taps, then she was gone from the room. 3 spoon taps. 3 spoon taps. No crash, no blaze, just a quiet split. A little sound it can't get rid of. The lamp still hums, the cup still waits, and every small thing knows her name. 3 spoon taps, that's how it went. 3 spoon taps, and the whole thing bent. Habit wore a dress and called it love. 3 spoon taps, then she was gone from the room. 3 spoon taps. 3 spoon taps. Street light buzzing like a warning. Rain crawling down the brick. I saw your red coat turning where the alleyway got thick. You smile like broken money, all silver, no shine. Say, come on, don't be lonely. And I stepped across the line. There's a band inside the basement playing low and mean. Drummer keeping secrets on a busted tambourine. Bartender won't look at me. He knows what I came to do. I ordered one for courage, then I ordered one for you. There ain't no saints after midnight, no clean hands in this rain. Just hearts making bad deals with the sweetest kind of pain. devil dressed in white. Woman waiting, had a key, had a chair, had a window full of morning, had a life that needed care. But desire is a knife blade when it shines in the cold, and I was just weak enough to mistake it for gold. Don't ask me where my soul went. I pawned it down the block for one more hour of fire and one more light of hope. Your perfume on my collar, my conscience on the floor. I heard heaven shut its window when I knocked on your door. There ain't no saints after midnight, no clean hands in this rain. Just hearts making bad deals with the sweetest kind of pain. No saints after midnight, no truth under that light. Just your name in my mouth and the devil dressed in white. No saints after midnight, no mercy coming soon. Just a man chasing shadows under a crooked Chicago moon. Streetlight buzzing like a warning, but I don't turn away. I know the prize by morning. Still I walk in anyway. Smoke don't leave no shadow, but it sure knows where I've been. It curled around my collar like an old unpaid sin. I sat beside the jukebox with my hat down in my hand, trying not to remember what I still don't understand. The bartender kept sweeping the same dust by the door, like it's seen my kind of silence 100 times before. There was rain on every window, there was rust inside my chest, and the woman I stopped blaming was the one I loved the best. a fool keeps a key to a door that won't swing open for the man he used to be. Maybe I was too proud, maybe she was too tired. Maybe we built a little heaven, then blamed it on the fire. I could curse that empty table, I could curse that leaving train, but the truth sat down beside me and it called me by my name. Smoke don't leave no shadow, but it stays the morning wall. Love don't make no thunder till you hear the pieces fall. I've been holding on to nothing, like nothing was a crown. Smoke don't leave no shadow, but it sure can drag you down. Smoke don't leave no shadow, still it follows when I roam. I can walk through every doorway and still not make it home. So I paid for one more coffee, let the rain talk low, left $1 on the counter for the man I used to know. Smoke don't leave no shadow, but tonight it let me go. Rain don't forgive, it just comes down slow on a back street window where the lonely people go. My shoes got holes, my hands got cold, and the last thing she told me still won't let me grow old. I left a picture face down by the bed, but I still hear her laughing in the words I never said. There's a train past midnight, shaking rust from the rail. Every whistle sounds like mercy, every mile sounds like jail. Rain don't forgive, rain don't lie, it writes your sins on the street outside. Rain don't care who was wrong or right, it just keeps falling on a south side night. Rain don't forgive, and neither do I. stayed down like a loose change buried in the lost and found. I tried to sleep, but the room turned mean. Every shadow wore a dress, every silence came clean. Maybe I heard her, maybe she knew. Maybe the truth had teeth and it bit us in two. I keep one match for a letter I saved, but some memories burn and still won't behave. Rain don't forgive, rain don't lie. You write your sins on the street outside. Rain don't care who's wrong or right, it just keeps falling on a south side night. Rain don't forgive, it don't wash me clean, it just keeps tapping where my heart has been. Rain don't forgive, and neither do I. So let it fall, let it call my name, let it beat on the roof like an old blue flame. I'll sit right here till the morning comes through, with one empty glass and a coat so blue. Rain don't forgive, rain don't lie. Rain keeps falling, and so do I. I wore my blue suit down to the midnight bar, neon on my shoulder, whiskey in a jar. Rain kept tapping like it knew my name. Every drop was singing your old refrain. There's a saxophone crying in the corner light, and a lonely piano talking to the night. I tried to smile, but my heart won't move. I'm dressed up clean, with nothing left to lose. I got the blue suit blues since you walked away. A silk tie hanging like yesterday. I got the blue suit blues and a midnight mind, looking for a love I left behind. my soul feels warm. Been chasing shadows since the day you were gone. Bartender asked me, man, you're doing all right. I said, pour me something darker than tonight. I got the blues, suit blues, since you walked away. A zip tie hanging like yesterday. I got the blues, suit blues, and a midnight mind, looking for a love I left behind. Oh, the city don't sleep, but it don't remember me. Every street light burns like an old memory. If your heart ever calls from some distant room, you'll find me waiting in this blue, blue suit. Now the last train's rolling past the avenue, and the dawn is breaking, but it don't feel new. I paid my tab with a trembling hand. Still your ghost keeps dancing where I stand. I got the blues, suit blues, since you walked away. A silk tie hanging like yesterday. I got the blues, suit blues, and a midnight mind, looking for a love I left behind. Yeah, got the blues, suit blues, under faded lights, wearing my sorrow through another long night. Turn soft at 4:45. Hall light burning like I knew you lied. Cheap sweet smoke on your Sunday coat, and a smile too early in your throat. You started talking before I asked. That kind of sugar never lasts. I watched her fingers tap and slide. Guilty hands got nowhere to hide. I let the coffee go cold, let your little story fold. One drop in the sink kept time while I counted every borrowed line. Used to help you paint it clean, make a bad night sound like a dream. Late work, wrong turn, poor old friend. Same crack record round again. I washed red marks from a collar once, called it dust just to save us both. Paid your feet. But this room done learn my tone, and this chair knows I ain't alone. The door don't swing for you no more, not this morning, not like before. Take your smile, take your shoes, take that tired midnight news. The door don't swing for you no more. Leave your lies out on the porch. I got my table, I got my name, I got no use for your sorry game. No, no, the door don't swing for you no more. Choice. I raised one hand and the room went still. Even the old icebox lost its chill. Blinds cut stripes across your face. Morning found you out of place. Dust in the light, shoes on the floor. Truth standing taller than you ever swore. I know which pause means you're making it up. Which sad look means you need my cup. Which soft word asks for money again. Which sorry comes after where you've been. Don't step closer, don't say baby, don't dress a chain up pretty and call it saving me. I waited on the man you claimed, fed that hope till it forgot my name. Now the room ain't broke, it finally sees you were just noise I mistook for need. Oh, the door don't swing for you no more, not this morning, not like before. Take your smile, take your shoes, take that tired midnight news. The door don't swing for you no more. Leave your lies out on the porch. I got my table, I got my name, I got no use for your sorry game. The door don't swing for you no more. Hear them footsteps cross my floor, hand on the knob, sun coming through. This house got free when it lost you. The door don't swing for you no stare. I watch daylight take the air. No thunder roll, no glass hit ground, just my own breath coming back around. Coffee bitter, morning blue, but the quiet learned a brand new groove. The door don't swing, not for you. But the tracks outside were cold. Suitcase sitting by the back door, full of things I never told. Your letter had no anger, just a quiet kind of goodbye that hurt me even deeper than if you'd cursed me to the sky. I spent my last good dollar on a The band downstairs was laughing, playing blues in crooked time, and every note they landed felt like your hand leaving mine. Oh, there ain't no train coming home, no wheels singing down that line. There ain't no midnight angel bringing back what once was mine. There ain't no train coming home, no smoke rising in the rain. Just me and this soul rhythm, dragging chains around your name. I called your sister in Memphis. She said you're finally sleeping night. I smiled like that was comfort. Then I broke beneath the light. A man can fool the mirror with a hat and cleaner shoes, but he can't fool the morning when it comes collecting dues. Maybe I was too busy running from the man I had become. Maybe you were tired of waiting for a heart that stayed half numb. Now every station's empty, every platform knows my face. I keep hearing distant thunder, but it never brings your grace. Oh, there ain't no train coming home, no wheels singing down that line. Ain't no midnight angel bringing back what once was mine. There ain't no train coming home, no smoke rising in the rain. Just me and this old rhythm, dragging chains around your name. Oh, there ain't no train coming home. I learned that truth too slow. Love don't wait forever when a fool won't let it show. So let the last glass tremble, let the room lights all burn blue. If no train's coming home tonight, then I'll sit here missing you. Hmm. quiet as ghosts. Suitcase half open, the sleeve peeks out. Coffee cold, a brown ring shouts. This ain't no movie scene, no grand farewell. Just a rented room, a silent spell. My guitar cries a broken tune, grocery store goodbye beneath the moon. Thumb on low string, fingers pull high. Loose thread feelings under a gray sky. Cherry groans with every sway. My boot taps time to yesterday. This ain't no movie scene, no grand farewell. Just a rented room, a silent spell. My guitar cries a broken tune, grocery store goodbye beneath the moon. At your face, my voice just breaks 1,000 words, my heart it aches. No train whistle, no slamming door, just this quiet ache and nothing more. This ain't no movie scene, no grand farewell. Just a rented room, a silent spell. My guitar cries a broken. I walked in late with my coat full of rain. The bartender looked like he knew my pain. One red light swinging over cheap old gin, and the room got quiet when I stepped in. I had no money, no reason to stay. The troubled had a chair pulled out my way. The floorboard sighed under both my shoes. That was the night I learned the blues. There was a woman's name burned into my sleeve, a goodbye letter folded where my heart should be. She said, don't call, but the silence called too. So I drank with a ghost in a corner booth. The guitar cried low from the back of the room, like it had been buried and dug up too soon. I closed my eyes, but I still could choose between going home or becoming the blues. The room knew my name before I said a word. The rain tapped the window like a truth I never heard. The lights went down and my a cracked bar glass. Looked like a man from a harder past. I laughed one time, but it came out wrong, like a broken note in a holy song. The old man said, son, don't run so fast. Pain don't chase, it only lasts. He tapped his cane to a slow tattoo and said, now you know what the blues can do. I could've walked out, I could've gone clean, I could've left that hurt somewhere in between. But the door was heavy and my hands were weak. Sometimes the loudest wound is the one that won't speak. The room knew my name before I said a word. The rain tapped the window like a truth I never heard. The lights went down and my soul came through. I didn't find sorrow, sorrow found me too. Yeah, yeah, the room knew my name. It wrote me in blue, and every road after had that same dark hue. Yeah, the room knew my name, and it called me blues. Now when midnight leans on my door, I don't ask what it came here for. I just pour one slow and leave one too. For the room, for the rain, for the first old blues. Mercy left at midnight. She didn't make a sound, just her perfume in the stairwell and my knees on shaky ground. I watched the curtain trembling like it knew more than me. The streetlight hit the window in a broken shade of green. I had words inside my jacket, folded neat and never said. Now they're lying with the dust there at the footboard of the bed. There's a nickel on the dresser from the change you wouldn't take. Said you didn't need my small talk or the promises I break. The sink still keeps your lipstick on a glass I can't throw out. Ain't it strange how love gets louder when there ain't nobody around? I've and I got nowhere to go. Your note on Sunday, though you wrote it Friday night. Guess the truth was sitting patient, waiting for the morning light. You said I loved you sideways, like a man afraid to fall. Kept one hand on the doorway, kept one hand on the wall. I read it till the paper started wearing through my thumb. Then I folded up my thunder, and I swallowed every drum. Out of trying not to need. Maybe you were just a flower, and I loved you like a weed. I don't blame your leaving, no, I don't curse your shoes, but I wish you left me something that knew what I should do. Mercy left at midnight, and the whole room lost its flame. So softly, even shame could hear the same. Oh, mercy left at midnight, with my better days in tow. Now the bed feels like a river, and I got nowhere to go. Stayed behind. Now every clock is guilty of stealing back my mind. If mercy comes tomorrow, tell her I can take her time. I'll be here with all my sorry and this broke down heart of mine. Mercy left at midnight, and midnight still ain't gone. There's a stone in my shoe and a crack in the road, a blackbird laughing where the cold wind blows. I got one good coat and a bad left knee, but trouble never learned how to bury me. I've been pushed by hands that never knew my name, been sold cheap lies with a holy frame. They smile real wide when they watch me fall. Now they look surprised when I stand up tall. I had a job that in my younger days, my place. Boss man said, boy, you better stay in line. I said nothing then, but I kept my time. There was love in my room and the room went bare. Her perfume faded from the midnight air. I kept a note in a coffee can till the rain came through and washed that plan. I don't bow to the dust, I don't bend for the rain. If the road wants blood, it can learn my name. I don't bow to the dust, I don't crawl through the pain. I got a stone in my shoe, but I'm walking just the same. Church bell rang, just a busted old fan and a window pane. I shaved my face with a shaking hand, saw my own eyes and I made my stand. Not for revenge, not for cheap applause, not for the ones who count my flaws. I stood because staying down got old, and even cracked iron can still hold. Let the night talk heavy, let the floorboards moan, let the mirror tell me I'm still my own. Let the bad luck circle, let the black clouds bruise. I'll keep moving forward with that stone in my shoe. There's a stone in my shoe and a crack in the road, but my heart keeps time with a heavy load. I ain't clean, I ain't new, I ain't easy to tame. I got a stone in my shoe, but I'm walking just the same. I left the porch light burning till the moss gave up the flame. Your coffee cup stayed empty, but I still called out your name. The clock above the kitchen kept dragging like a chain. and every car that passed me sounded almost like your rain. I ain't mad like I used to be, I'm just tired of holding air. There's a dress still in the hallway, like your ghost forgot it there. The phone sat on the table, face down like it knew that the truth would come up ringing if it had a heart like you. I swept the floor this morning, found your hairpin by the door. Funny how a little silver thing can cut a man once more. I tried to drink the silence, but it burned me going down. Now the whole house speaks in whispers since you stopped coming round. The night you stopped calling, the moon fell off the wall. My hands kept reaching nowhere, my pride got small, so small. The night you stopped calling, I heard my own heart bend, like a string pulled past the breaking, but too lonesome to end. I passed by Miller's Corner, where we used to laugh too loud. Now the jukebox plays for strangers, and I keep my eyes down. There's a stain on my old jacket from the night you spilled red wine. I should have washed it clean by now, but I keep that hurt as mine. Some men lose their money, some men lose their road. I lost the only voice I knew that made this cold room home. Maybe I held too tightly, maybe you slip slow. Maybe love don't slam the front door, it just learns when not to show. I rehearsed 1,000 sorries, but the walls don't answer back. Now every breath I borrow comes dressed in midnight black. The night you stopped calling, the moon fell off the wall. My hands kept reaching nowhere, my pride got small, so small. The night you stopped calling, I heard my own heart bend, like a string pulled past the breaking, but too lonesome to end. The night you stopped calling, I learned what silence costs. A man can keep on living and still know what he lost. I leave that porch light burning, though it don't know why. If your shadow ever wants me, it still knows you stop calling. Lord, I stopped sleeping right. I came in quiet when the clock struck 12. Dust on my coat, lit a fire in my chest. The room got still like it knew my name. And the band hit once, then it held that flame. I don't say much, I let the night talk. Old shoes tapping on a cracked sidewalk. One bad hand and a lucky dime. I've been losing slow, but I ain't lost mine. There's a woman by the window with a worried smile. Said, you look like trouble, been walking a while. I said, trouble knows me, but it don't own my soul. Then the guitar bent low like a bell of coal. I got scars that money couldn't mend. I got friends who vanished in the wind. But I keep one match in my left side seam for the nights that try to bury my dream. I'm the man in midnight when the lights burn low. I don't run from thunder, I let that cold wind blow. I'm the man in midnight, standing right where I am, with a heart full of gravel, fire in my hands. Had a house on the edge of town, paint peeled off when the rain came down. I left my pride in a kitchen chair, came back later, it was still sitting there. Now every mirror got a debt to pay, every sunrise got a little more gray. But if you think I'm done, better count again. Some men break, some men bend. I heard my own name in the alley rain, sounded like a warning, sounded like pain. I almost turned back, almost let it ride, but my shadow stepped forward on the other side. I'm the man in midnight when the lights burn low. I don't run from thunder, I let that cold wind blow. I'm the man in midnight, still walking through the smoke, with a heart full of gravel and a promise I won't choke. I'm the man in midnight, ain't asking for your hand, just move from the doorway, let an old soul stand. The bass walks down, the drums fall thin, the room breathes out, then pulls me in. One last note from that crying harp, one last spark in the dark. I came in quiet when the clock struck 12. Still got a story I ain't gonna tell. Glass touched down before I saw your face. Red Bull buzzing in the corner, rain all over my sleeves. I told myself one drink, then I'd be moving on. But that old fan kept turning like it knew I'd stay too long. You came in slow and quiet, like trouble dressed in calm. I looked down at my whiskey, but I felt you in my palm. My jacket smelled like highway, my hands were cold from rain. I've been driving around the same old blocks, trying not to say your name. You took the stool 2 seats away, close enough to burn, not close enough for mercy, not far enough to turn. You asked me why I look so hard, like I've been fighting sleep. I said I'll stay out of trouble. You laughed low and looked at me. I came for one drink, stay for one more song. Said I was leaving, but the night said not for long. One look from you, and my good sense gone. I came for one drink, stay for one more song. That little smile was a match, and I was already smoke. Already smoke. The band kept playing simple, 3 notes and a warning. Bass line walking heavy like midnight in the morning. Your knee brushed by the bar stool, I should've moved away. But the floorboards hit like thunder, and my pride had nothing to say. No promise on the table, no sweet lie in the air. Just your eyes saying softly, boy, you already there. I could've paid that tab, walked out clean, let the rain rinse off what I almost mean. Could've kept my hands, could've saved my name, could've left that room before the fire caught flame. But the guitar band blew and the whole room leaned. You smile like sin in a silver screen, and I stopped pretending this was accidental. Stopped acting cold when the hunger was central. Oh, I came for one drink, stay for one more song. Said I was leaving, but the night said not for long. One look from you, and my good sense gone. I came for one drink, stay came for one drink. Stay for one more song. One more song. One more song. Stay for one more song. For one more song. I stepped off the curb when the moon got low. Shoes full of dust from a road I know. A dog quit barking when I passed that gate. I should have turned back, but my heart was late. There's a window cracked on the second floor, and a shadow moving by the kitchen door. I ain't proud of the way I came, but the porch light knows my name. Coffee gone cold on the two-chair table. Clock on the wall don't sound too stable. Somebody's ring left a mark on the stand. Somebody's mercy slipped out my hand. I heard tires hiss on the wet black street. Felt that floorboard talk under my feet. Every little silence carried blame, and the porch light knows my name. Oh, the porch light knows my name. Burning yellow through the shame. I come quiet, I leave the same, but the porch light knows my name. Oh, it don't ask why I came. It don't hide me from the flame. When the morning starts to claim, that old porch light knows my name. I kept my coat collar high on my chin, like cloth to cover up the shape of sin. A screen door sigh like I knew my lies, and the blue dawn climbed in a stranger's eyes. There's no sermon in a midnight room, just perfume fade and a broom don't move. I heard my own footsteps call my name, and the porch light burned the same. I told myself it was only rain, only hunger, only pain, only one more mile to run before the day exposed the sun. But a man can't fool that little glow hanging over what he won't let go. It saw me small, it saw me lame. Lord, that porch light knows my name. Oh, the porch light knows my name. Burning yellow through the shame. I come quiet, I leave the same, but the porch light knows my name. Oh, it don't ask why I came. It don't hide me from the flame. When the morning starts to claim, that old porch light knows my name. grabbed off the curb when the moon got low. Left one secret where the cold wind blows. No court, no preacher, no picture frame, just that porch light calling my name. That porch light knows my name. One boot on by the bedside, one still waiting on the floor. Fan turned slow in the ceiling, rain breathing under the door. She ain't sleeping, she just quiet, holding back what she won't say. I got a ticket in my jacket, been burning there for 3 whole days. Fridge hum sound like a warning, street light cutting through the gloom. I tried to keep my heart clean, standing in a dirty room. Found that matchbook by the sugar from a bar clear across town. She said, baby, you look tired, why you always drag me down? No plate broke, no door slammed open, no holy thunder, no big scene, just her mouth moving soft and that cheap paper looking mean. I loved her in the small things, fixed the hinge, waited in rain. Ain't no song for that kind of labor, just a nail pulled out with pain. So I won't beg the morning, I won't curse the moon. I left my name on the table in that dirty little room. I ain't clean, but I'm moving. I ain't healed, but I'm gone. If the road don't know my sorrow, it can learn me by dawn. Wrote a note on an envelope, tore it twice before it stayed. First line came out too bitter, next one sounded too afraid. Then I wrote, I tried to stay clean in a room that lost its light. Looked at them words and hated them, but I left them there inside. She called my name real softly, eyes still closed against the day. Wasn't mercy, wasn't sorry, just a sound asking me to stay. I stood there like a sinner, waiting on a church bell tone, but nothing rose up in me, not a plea, not a groan. That room knew all my habits, how I paced and how I lied, but love that locks the front door ain't the same as being tied. So I picked up my old guitar case, put that ticket in my hand. Some men leave for freedom, I just left so I could stand. No, I won't beg the morning, I heart torn. Heel on pavement, coins in my coat, rain in the gutter, smoke in my throat. I don't feel free yet, but I'm rolling on. Hurt don't own me when my feet move on. Kitchen light still burning, cup ring by the sink. I shut that door easy, but the hinge had to think. My shirt held smoking rain, my shoes held road and clay. I took my old guitar for the house could ask me stay. Twice behind me, then even he got tired. Train moaned in the distance like a thing already hired. One string bit my finger every time I made it cry. I kept on pressing harder like pain could prove I tried. Lord, I stood at the wet road with mud around my feet. Every way looked open, every way looked mean. I ain't asking for thunder, I ain't waiting on a sign. Just one more breath of mercy and a step that still feels mine. Said a man can run till he forgets his name. Bills don't need no pistol to make a poor boy aim. That woman stopped her asking when I stopped coming true. She kept the porch light quiet like it knew what I would do. No fire in the ditch, no bargain in the dirt, just weeds against my ankle in the same old hurt. I laughed like it was nothing and the laugh fell through the morning. Got so quiet it made room for what I knew. Lord, I stood at the wet road with mud around my feet. Every way looked open, every way looked mean. I ain't asking for thunder, a sign. Just one more breath of mercy and a step that still feels mine. If I carry all my wrongs, let me carry them in time, with the dust behind my shoulder and there's a road under my line. I don't know if I'm saved, I don't know if I'm lost. I only know the morning, don't care what a man has cost. One step past the crossing, then another down the line. The last note won't decide. as light hums a low electric beat just past the highway where the shadows flee. Work shirt still on, a grease stain on the cuff. Another day done. Was it ever enough? Coffee's gone cold, a paper creased in tone. He's held it 3 times since the early morn. Hands ain't just tied from the wrench and the wheel, but from the weight of what a man's gotta feel. Holding on tight to what's always slipping away. Another good thing, just another lost day. The phone sits dark, a silent black stone. No light to break the quiet. All alone, oh, the neon hums as the night slowly comes, and the quiet asks for answers to hard tasks. Oh, the neon hums, yeah, the quiet hums. Without a single sound, watches folks leave, just stares at the ground. All right then, he says to an empty space, a shadow across his weathered face. Bad luck's an old friend, he always knew it called. Saw it coming before the first leaf could fall. But tonight's a different kind of steel, a question hanging on the windowsill. Not peaceful, no, not a comforting grace, just the room staring back in this lonely.
The kitchen light was tired, laying yellow on the floor. Your keys fell in the wrong bowl, like they had been there before. I kept my hand around a cold cup, stirring sugar into stone. You asked me if I ate tonight, then left my answer all alone. Rain was on your collar, some sweet smell in your sleeve. You kissed me like a habit, not like you were glad to breathe. Your phone was face down humming, like a secret in the wood. I watched your fingers tremble, and I understood. I heard the truth before you said it, heard it walk across the room, heard it in the way you stood there, looking past me through the gloom. I don't need a storm to know when the windows start to shake. I heard the truth before you said it, and Lord, it still made me break. Called you darling, just to keep the old days warm, back when broke felt easy and your laugh could stop a storm. I saw us in the market line, you're singing all the words wrong. How can a memory hurt so bad, still sound like a song? You said my name so softly, like soft could cover pain, but soft don't mend a window when the room is full of rain. I didn't throw that coffee, curse the door. I just let the water run hot till I couldn't feel no more. I heard the truth before you said it, heard it sink into the walls, heard it in the quiet spaces between your sorry and my fall. I don't need a storm to know when the heart begins to quake. I heard the truth before you said it, and Lord, it still made me break. I heard the truth before you said it, heard it underneath my skin, breath you borrowed, trying not to let me in. Now the chair is still there waiting, and your coat hangs by the frame, but this silence got my name now, and it won't sound the same. By morning nothing's mended, but something moved in me. Not freedom, not forgiveness, just 1 inch toward leaving. Let the hammer fade a shadow. Let the guitar cry and fall. I heard the truth before you said it. Now I can hear myself at all.
Sunday morning, window cracked, sunlight crawling down my back. Old black shoes by the kitchen door, same old dust from the night before. I washed my hands in a rust-stained sink, stared at the man I tried not to think. Shirt tucked in, but my soul hung loose. Still got dust on my Sunday shoes. There's a church bell rolling through town, like it knows every time I fell down. Mama's picture on the hallway wall, looking like she still heard it all. I took 3 steps, then I stopped outside, swallowed hard on a mouthful of pride. Ain't no rain gonna tell the truth like that dust on my Sunday shoes. I got dust on my Sunday shoes. Been down roads I had no right to choose. I got dust on my Sunday shoes, trying to walk clean with a heart full of bruise. Lord, I'm tired, Lord, I'm worn, been carrying midnight into Sunday morn. I got dust on my Sunday shoes, but I'm still walking toward the light. Miss Annie by the grocery sign, she said, boy, you taking your sweet time. I just smiled with my eyes on the ground, didn't trust my voice to come around. Saw my reflection in a window pane, looked like a man made mostly of rain. Suit coat clean, but the seams told truth. There was dust on my Sunday shoes. Inside that church, the air was still, old wood seats and a windowsill. Preacher spoke, but I heard my name in every silence between the flame. I didn't ask for streets of gold, didn't ask to be made brand new. I just asked for one more mile where I don't run from what I do. Still walking, still breathing, still broken, still believing. If grace got room for a man like me, let him meet me where my footprints be. I got dust on my Sunday shoes, been down roads I
heart full of bruise. Lord, I'm tired. Lord, I'm worn. Been carrying midnight into Sunday morn. I got dust on my Sunday shoes, but I'm still walking toward the light. Still walking, still praying, still blue, but still straying. I got dust on my Sunday shoes. Ain't no polish gonna hide that road. I got dust on my Sunday shoes, but I ain't laying down my soul.
When the last hymn faded slow, I stood up quiet in the afterglow. Nobody knew what I carried in. Nobody asked where my feet had been. Step back out where the hot wind blew. Road still low, sky still blue. Same worn leather, same heart true. Still got dust on my Sunday shoes. Dust on my Sunday shoes, but I'm still walking home. Midnight owes me nothing, I owe it just the same. Left my coat in a corner with a pocket full of blame. Rain crawled down the window like it knew where I had been. I heard the floorboards whisper, don't you come back here again. I ain't running clean, I ain't standing tall, just trying not to answer when the dark begins to call. Your shadow had a habit of waiting by the door. Even after all your footsteps stopped crossing my floor. I poured one for the silence, one for what we lost. Then I counted every promise and forgot what freedom cost. The glass looked back at me, said, boy, you're almost gone. But almost ain't the graveyard if your boots keep moving on. Midnight owes me nothing, no mercy, no sign, just a black road breathing on this heart of mine. Midnight owes me nothing, but I still pay the due with a scar on my knuckles and a song I drag from you. like a fly around the dead. I heard your name behind me, but it stayed inside my head. A man can love a fire till his hands forget the pain, then wake up in the ashes, asking who he tried to save. I ain't proud of leaving, but I'm colder when I stay. And cold men turn to stone before the morning finds their face. Maybe I broke first, maybe you cut deep, maybe both our lonely hearts, soul lives we couldn't keep. But I got one match left, one breath in my chest, one road out of sorrow, and no time to confess. Midnight owes me nothing, no mercy, no sign, just a black road breathing on this heart of mine. Midnight owes me nothing, but I still pay the due, with a scar on my knuckles and a song I drag from you. Midnight owes me nothing, so I won't beg the night. If dawn don't come to meet me, I'll crawl toward the light. Midnight owes me nothing, and I'm still here. Black rain on Maxwell Street, running down my coat. I heard your name in a doorway, felt it catch inside my throat. Piano low in the corner, one light swinging slow. I told myself I was leaving, but my feet already know. There's a payphone by the liquor store, deadline cold chrome. I put a dime on the ledge there, like a man afraid of home. Your shadow ain't beside me, but it walks just the same. Every window in this old town keeps spelling out your name. And I keep walking back where the dark gets deep, where the neon lights and the tired men weep. I keep walking back, though it burns me clean. You're the sweetest kind of trouble that I ever seen. Mama said love is a river, but this one don't run clear. It drags old bones through the midnight, then leaves them lying here. I wash my hands in whiskey, still they smell like you. I prayed once for forgiveness, but the Lord stayed quiet too. Maybe I don't want saving, maybe I like the chain. Maybe every man needs one door he opens just to feel pain. Your kiss was not a promise, your eyes were not a home. But when the rain starts talking, I still answer alone. And I keep walking back where the dark gets deep, where the neon lies and the tide men weep. I keep walking back, though it cuts me clean. You're the coldest kind of mercy that I ever seen. I keep walking back with my heart in my hand, like a fool in the alley, trying to bargain with the damned. Black rain on Maxwell Street, falling hard and slow. I said I wouldn't call you, but the night already knows. Smoke hung heavy around the frame. Somebody whispered from a corner booth, don't nobody know his name. I let that whisper hit the wall, let it slide down with the rain. Then my heart cried once from the bandstand side, smoke won't hide my name. Nickels and scars, slept where the back door leaks, lost 3 jobs to a jealous man, and 2 good loves to the streets. I don't need no golden chair, don't need no silver chain, but when I step in after closing time, smoke won't hide my name. Smoke won't hide my name, no matter how dark this room. Smoke won't hide my name. I've been born under thunder. tear she won't explain. There's a man by the money box counting other people's pain. I've seen them both turn quiet when the floor began to shake. 'Cause the truth don't need a pistol when the band knows what to play. Cut that noise, hold that glass, let that last bad joke be your last. I ain't mad, I ain't tame, I just learned too long to answer shame. Now call me what you want, smoke won't hide my name. No matter how dark this room, smoke won't hide my name. I've been born under thunder and blues. You can dim that light, you can lock that frame, but when the heart starts crying, smoke won't hide my name. Smoke won't hide my name. Let that neon burn low. I came through mud, debt, and sorrow, still got fire in my soul. Tell that backroom crowd I'm done playing small. Smoke won't hide my name. When the midnight starts to call, kitchen light was yellow, 213 on the wall. Coffee gone bitter, cold tile in the hall. There's a bent old spoon by the stove laying still. I keep staring at the silver like it's waiting on my will. She left without thunder, no suitcase on the floor, just a clean ashtray outside and no shoes by the door. I had words in my pocket, but I spent them all wrong. Paid the rent with excuses, came home mean and strong. She asked me one small question, soft enough to break. I gave her half an answer and called that what men take. Now the fridge keeps humming, clock drags like a chain. My face bends in that spoon bowl, looking crooked with shame. One little measure of mercy, that's all I should have poured. One little measure of truth before she walked out that door. I fed this house with silence, the street. I reach for the phone, then I'll leave it alone. Sorry ain't a bandage when a cut is in the bone. I see her at the table, tapping twice when she thinks. I see me saving kindness, like a poor man saves a drink. Maybe love don't leave it once, maybe it fades by degrees. A chair pushed back an inch, a cold cup of coffee. Maybe a man can stay faithful and still leave a woman alone. Maybe pride is just hunger, dressed up like stone. So if she answers tomorrow, I won't beg at the start. I'll tell her I made a locked room out of my own heart. One little measure of mercy, that's all I should have poured. One little measure of truth before she walked out that door. I fed this house with silence, let the warm things turn cold. One little measure of mercy might have saved what I sold. One little measure of mercy, not a sermon, not a song, just a nerve to say I hurt you, and I knew it all along. Now I set that spoon down softer than I ever set my pride. Stove ain't boiling over, but the ache is still inside. If repairs start small, let it start before dawn. With a cold cup, a clean truth, and an anger bone. One little measure, one little measure, one little measure. Rain came down like a debt unpaid, street lamp buzzing on a busted blade. I had your number folded in my sleeve, and a light too warm for me to leave. I knocked one time, then I knocked once more, heard my own breath by the painted door. No thunder roll, no angel sang, just no key left in the rain. Your curtain moved like a nervous hand, I saw my shadow where I shouldn't stand. The stairs were slick, the hallway thin, every old boy knew where I'd been. I wore my smile like a borrowed coat, had a bad excuse caught in my throat. I called it love, but it looked like pain, with no key left in the rain. No key left in the rain, no mercy in the window pane. I came alive crooked lane with no key left in the rain. No key left in the rain. Just a cold blue morning train. What I wanted wore a chain, and no key left in the rain. Somebody's coat hung behind your chair. Somebody's smoke still in the air. I saw 2 cups by the kitchen sink, and I had no room left not to think. Your whisper shook like a match gone small. My pride leaned heavy on the wall. I heard goodbye before you spoke my name. No key left in the rain. I ain't the hero in this room. Ain't no crown under this moon. A man can hunger, a man can fall, a man can lose what he never owned at all. So let that gutter sing me down. Let my boots drag through this town. I'll take the cold, I'll take the stain, and no key left in the rain. No key left in the rain. No mercy in the window pane. I came alive on a crooked lane with no key left in the rain. No key left in the rain. Just a cold blue morning train. What I wanted wore a chain, and no key left in the rain. No key. No key. No key left in the rain. I walked back slow past the liquor store. Didn't look once at that painted door. By daylight every secret looks plain, with no key left in the rain. No key left. No key left. No key left in the rain. Rain on my collar, glass in my hand. I came for shelter, that was my plan. But the back booth knows me, and the mirror don't lie. I see your empty chair every time that neon dies. You used to tap 2 fingers when my words ran late. Coffee going cold while I played with fate. I brought flowers after thunder, promises after pain. but I never brought quiet when you needed me sane. I wanted all your love, but I gave you broken pieces. I held you like a prize, then left you fighting reasons. Now the band plays low, and the night won't let me be. 'Cause the hardest thing in this room is the chair across from me. 11 months gone by, I counted every kind. Days, then weeks, then paydays, then the times I changed my mind. There's a payphone by the hallway, Dad is my good name. I stand up like I'm sorry, then sit back down in shame. Maybe you're sleeping peaceful, not waiting on my change. Maybe that is mercy, maybe that is strange. I rehearsed a clean confession, but it sounded dressed and cheap. So I swallowed down your number with the words I couldn't keep. I wanted all your love, but I gave you broken pieces. I held you like a fire, then blamed you for the heat. Now the guitar keeps crying what my mouth won't set free. And the hardest thing in this room is the chair across from me. I wanted all your love, but love ain't there for stealing. It don't come back running just to fix a lonely feeling. So I leave before I call you. Let the rain come down on me with your ghost in that back booth and the chair across from me. I walk home through the puddles, no miracle, no plea, just a man learning late what gentle was supposed to be. The night don't forgive me, but it lets me finally see the chair across from me. There's a black train under my window, but the track ain't nowhere near here. I hear that whistle in the floorboards every time your name gets clear. I kept your cup beside the sink, like you might come back for rain. But morning crawled across the table and left me talking to the stain. I saw your shadow by the back door. Could have been my mind gone wrong. Could have been the wind in the screen wire, singing pieces of our song. I don't chase what don't come calling. I don't beg what won't sit still. But my hand keeps reaching for nothing, like nothing's got a wheel. Black train, rolling low through my chest. Took my sleep down to the crossing, left my heart with no rest. Black train, don't you blow so slow. If she ain't riding back to me, then tell that midnight go. I nailed the window shut at sundown. Still that sound came slipping in, like a prayer I never finished, like a door I never pinned. There's a coat still on the chair back. There's a matchbook by the bed. There's a whole town full of people, but your footsteps fill my head. Maybe love don't leave in thunder. Maybe love just thins the air. Maybe one day you look around you and the room don't know you're there. I've been strong for every neighbor, I've been quiet for the street, but that black train under my window keeps on running through my sleep. Black train, rolling low through my chest. Took my sleep down to the crossing, left my heart with no rest. Black train, don't you blow so slow. If she ain't riding back to me, then tell that midnight go. Black train, take this ache off my name. If you can't bring her home tonight, don't bring me back the same. There's a black train under my window, and it knows the way I feel. It don't stop for no man crying. It just keeps turning steel. chair. 3 cups cold on the table there. I hear your spoon in memory. Tap, 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 where love used to be. Your coat was hanging by the door. I should have seen that sign before, but I kept talking to the rain, like silence couldn't learn my name. I loved you late, I loved you wrong, in sorry notes and half-made songs. I held you best when you were gone, and called that lonely holding on. The bad don't ask where you have been. It just gets cold on your side again. One plate dries by the kitchen sink. One man too tired to even drink. There ain't no thrill left in this room, no sweet light under this moon. Your goodbye didn't slam a shout. It put its shoes on and walked out. There ain't no thrill left in my chest, just smoke where fire used to rest. I say your name, then let it fall. The blues comes walking down the hall. The phone lights up beneath my hand. I almost call, then understand. What would I give you but the truth that came too late to be of use? You waited in the quiet years while I kept hiding from your tears. I was in the room but not the life. You were still a woman, not just wife. Now rain taps on the window pane like it remembers every stain. We drove all night through county lines. You slept beneath those gas station signs. I had one true thing I could say, but pride kept standing in the way. Now every road I should have crossed comes back to show me what I lost. Oh, there ain't no thrill left in this room, no sweet light under this moon. Your goodbye didn't slam a shout. It put its shoes on and walked out. Oh, there ain't no thrill left in my chest, just smoke where fire used to rest. I say your name, then let it fall. The blues comes walking down the hall. beside the door. Love don't leave without a sound. I just wasn't listening when it came down. There ain't no thrill left in this room. Just me, the rain, and what I didn't do. Upstairs got a radiator knocking, shoelace loose on my Sunday pair, rain on my coat, smoke in my collar, one thin dollar and a cold lamp glare. I checked that mirror, then checked it twice. Didn't like the man looking back, but the piano rolled through the floorboards and my old heart started talking back. Matchbook folded in my pocket, your number written small and mean. Red nail memory on a whiskey glass, prettiest trouble I ever seen. I told myself I came for music, one drink, one song, and gone. But the band hit hard on the backbeat, baby, and my weak excuse kept walking on. I walked back in, though my hands still shake. Walk back in, let the floorboards quake. And my luck ran dry, let the rhythm begin. I ain't fixed, baby, I just walk back in. Let the band catch the tremble and swing. With the heat, glass is knocking time on the bar. Nobody turned when I crossed that smoke, and that little hurt cut sharp. Then the harp screamed high like I wanted, guitar bent low like truth. I found the beat under my heel, and it dragged me out of my blues. I ain't chasing no charm in my coat, ain't chasing no spell in the rain. I'm chasing that nerve I lost somewhere between your laugh and my shame. Band go quiet, I hear myself breathing. One more step and the old floor cries. You by the back wall, maybe smiling, maybe just a light in your eyes. I walk back in, though my hands still shake. Walk back in, let the floorboards quake. If my luck ran dry, let the rhythm begin. I ain't fixed, baby, I just walk back in. Walk back in, hear that harmonica sting. Walk back in, let the whole room swing. I got no crown, got no magic to spin, just a beat in my bones and the nerve to begin. Oh, I walk back in, let the band catch the tremble and swing. One step, two step, smoke in the light. Oh, fear talking, but it don't talk right. Bass walks home and the snare taps thin. I breathe out slow, then I walk back in. Room 13 keeps breathing, even when the hall goes still. Rain runs down the window like it's looking for the kill. There's a coat on the chair back, still shaped like yesterday, and a glass by the bedside with nothing left to say. I heard your steps at midnight, or maybe just the pipes. This building got a bad heart, and it beats all through the night. The elevator moaned once, then stopped below my floor. I held my breath and listened for your knuckles on the door, but the door stayed quiet, like a preacher holding sin. And the neon from the alley cut my shadow thin. I keep one match unburned in a book from Miller's Bar, where you wrote, "Don't come looking," then left it in my car. Room 13 keeps breathing, and I can't sleep it down. Your name crawls through the ceiling every time the lights go brown. Room 13 keeps breathing, like it knows what I've done. I came here chasing silence, but silence learned to run. There's a Bible in the drawer with no page marked for me, just dust on every promise and a spider near the key. I washed my hands till sunrise, but the sink ran black and slow. Some things don't leave your fingers, some things don't let you go. Your lipstick on the mirror still leans into the steam, like a ghost that learned my weakness, then moved inside my dream. I didn't mean to lie that hard, I didn't mean to stay away, I didn't mean to make your love feel like something I could trade. But men like me build exits, then cry when they're alone. And every road I bragged about just dragged me farther from home. Room 13 keeps breathing, and I can't sleep it down. Your name crawls through the ceiling every time the lights go brown. Room 13 keeps breathing,
target knows what I done. I came here chasing silence, but silence learned to run. Room 13 keeps breathing with your shadow on the wall. If regret had hands, baby, it would be knocking down this hall. The rain quit falling, but the room still knows. The light keeps blinking and the cold wind blows. Room 13 keeps breathing, low and mean, and I'm still awake where you used to be.
Before sunrise I wait in a room half lit, street lamp through the curtain making stripes on it. My shirt still smells like smoking last night rain. Boots by the bed, one falling over again. I sit on the edge and I let it breathe. House creaks low like it knows me. Papa ticks once, dog barks and quits, and she don't ask, she just knows the drift. Folded bus ticket burned into my hand. Folded bus ticket, I keep changing my plan. Folded bus ticket, soft at the bend. If I don't go now, I keep this road again. Guitar by the wall, two strings running thin, sounding tired before I touch them in. I read the place with my thumb again, 3 days old and it won't stay bent. I told myself maybe I won't use it, but every night I go and choose it. I stare at the floor like it's paved in miles, like the road came in and sat a while. She watches me from the next room door, like she's seen this look 100 times before. Folded bus ticket burned into my hand. Folded bus ticket, I keep changing my plan. Folded bus ticket, soft at the bend. If I don't go now, I keep this road again. There's a shape in me that won't lie still, a pulled back train at the top of a hill. I can feel goodbye in my coat pocket fold, cold paper, warm thumb, and a story untold. Folded bus ticket burned into my hand. Folded bus ticket, I keep changing my plan. Folded bus ticket, soft at the bend. If I don't go now, I'll keep this road again. Folded bus ticket, let me loose the dawn. Folded bus plain button shirt, shaking hands, wiped the rain from his shoes like it never touched the land. Kept his eyes on the glass, kept his voice down low, told the room I'm fine, even when he wasn't so. Pocket felt like lead, phone kept staying dead, messages he wouldn't open sat there in his head. Make it look ordinary, make it look like rain. Smile at the bartender, hide the shape of pain. Make it look ordinary, like you always do. If the night is coming for you, act like it came for two. The club wore old wood, wet coats on the rack, coffee on the burner, too far gone to take back. A red sign in the window kept blinking, missing one, trying to spell out bright for nobody and everyone. He sat where the dark could keep its distance, the kind of hurt that waits, doesn't make a sound at all. Make it look ordinary, make it look like rain. Smile at the bartender, hide the shape of pain. Make it look ordinary, like you always do. If the night is coming for you, act like it came for two. Just that tired kind of hurt, sitting quiet in the eye. It waits at the table, it knows your middle name, and still you fold your coat and walk in like a flame. Make it look ordinary, make it look like rain. Smile at the bartender, hide the shape of pain. Make it look ordinary, like you always do. If the night is coming for you, act like it came for two. Missing letters signed, keep blinking in the glass. He learned how to survive by looking like the past. Above the tailor shop, second floor back window, facing the alley where the rainwater sat in a cracked tin pan. Every evening around 6, the street below
used to sound like your name. Shoes on wood steps, laughter on the frame. Somebody asking for a drink, somebody saying they just came to check on you, but their hand was already near the bottle. You kept your coins in a blue glass dish by the bed, not much, but enough for roasted peanuts wrapped in paper, a cab when the weather turned bad, a clean collar from downstairs, a little music after midnight. Blue glass dish, blue glass dish, you made it look like enough. Blue glass dish, blue glass dish, till the good shoes went tough. And everybody called you lucky, everybody called you lucky, till the good shoes went first. Back then the room felt small for all that company, smoke in the curtains, piano leaking up through the floorboards, perfume rain, cigar ash, warm bread from the bakery below, and somebody always calling you lucky. Then the good shoes went first. You said it was temporary, wrap them in newspaper, push them under the bed like they could wait. You kept your coins in a blue glass dish by the bed, not much, but enough for one more round, one more night, one more smile at the door, till the dish went quiet and the room did too. Blue glass dish, blue glass dish, you made it look like enough. Blue glass dish, blue glass dish, till the good shoes went tough. And everybody called you lucky, everybody called you lucky, till the good shoes went first. Now the alley keeps its rain, the tin pan keeps the sound, but the steps don't answer back and the laughter's gone out. I can still see your hand over that blue glass shine, like you were blessing the night, one coin at a time. Blue glass dish, blue glass dish, you made it look like enough. Blue glass dish, blue glass dish, till the good shoes went tough. And everybody called you lucky, everybody called you lucky, till the good shoes went first. Blue glass dish, blue glass dish, I still hear you at the door. Cheap sweet smoke on your Sunday coat, and a smile too early in your throat. You started talking before I asked. That kind of sugar never lasts. I watched your fingers tap and slide. Guilty hands got nowhere to hide. I let the coffee go cold. Let your little story fold. One drop in the sink kept time while I counted every borrowed line. Used to help you paint it clean, make a bad night sound like a dream. Late work, wrong turn, poor old friend. Same crack record around again. I watched red marks from a collar once. Called it dust just to save us both. Paid your rent, then paid the price. Made myself small to keep you nice. Now you say my name so sweet, like it belongs beneath your feet. But this room doesn't learn my tone, and this chair knows I ain't alone. The door don't swing for you no more. Not this morning, not like before. Take your smile, take your shoes, take that tired midnight news. The door don't swing for you no more. Leave your lies out on the porch. I got my table, I got my name. I got no use for your sorry game. No, no, the door don't swing for you no more. You stepped in close with that baby voice, like I had run out of choice. I raised one hand and the room went still. Even the old icebox lost its chill. Blinds cut stripes across your face. Morning found you out of place. Dust in the light, shoes on the floor. Truth standing taller than you ever swore. I know which pause means you're making it up. Which sad look means you need my cup. Which soft word asks for money again. Which sorry comes after where you've been. Don't step closer. Don't say baby. Don't dress a chain up pretty and call it saving me. I waited on the man you claimed, fed that hope till it forgot my name. Now the room ain't broke, it finally sees you were just noise I mistook for need. The door don't swing for you no more. Not this morning, not like before. Take your smile, take your shoes, take that tired midnight news. The door don't swing for you no more. Leave your lies out on the porch. I got my table, I got my name. I got no use for your sorry game. The door don't swing for you no more. Hear them footsteps cross my floor. Hand on the knob, sun coming through. This house got free when it lost you. The door don't swing for you no more. You left slow down the broken stair. I watched daylight take the air. No thunder roll, no glass hit ground. Just my own breath coming back around. Coffee bitter, morning blue. But the quiet learned a brand new groove. The door don't swing, not for you. The door don't swing, not for you.
Kitchen light still burning, cup ring by the sink. I shut that door easy, but the hinge had to think. My shirt held smoke and rain, my shoes held road and clay. I took my old guitar before the house could ask me to stay. Dog barked twice behind me, then even he got tired. Train moaned in the distance like a thing already high. One string bit my finger every time I made it cry. I kept on pressing harder, like pain could prove I tried. Lord, I stood at the wet road with mud around my feet. Every way looked open, every way looked mean. I ain't asking for thunder, I ain't waiting on a sign. Just one more breath of mercy and a step that still feels mine. Till he forgets his name. Bills don't need no pistol to make a poor boy aim. That woman stopped her asking when I stopped coming true. She kept the porch light quiet, like it knew what I would do. No fire in the ditch, no bargain in the dirt, just weeds against my ankle and the same old hurt. I laughed like it was nothing, and the laugh fell through the morning. Got so quiet it made room for what I knew. Lord, I stood at the wet road with mud around my feet. Every way looked open, every way looked mean. I ain't asking for thunder, on a sign, just one more breath of mercy and a step that still feels mine. If I carry all my wrongs, let me carry them in time, with the dust behind my shoulder and this road under my cost. One step past the crossing, then another down the line. The last note won't decide. Falling on Halston Street, neon bleeding on my shoes. I got one hand full of nothing and one heart full of bad news. The wind came sharp through the alley like it knew where I had been. I heard your name in a passing train, then lost it in the gym. The room upstairs got a broken lamp, curtain hanging by a thread. I Tried to sleep with my coat still on, but trouble found my bed. Landlord knocking like thunder, boss man cutting my pay. Baby says she needed daylight, then left before the day. Black rain on Halsted, falling cold on me. I've been paying for a love gone wrong, with a soul that ain't free. Black rain on Halsted, ain't no mercy in the sky. Every drop keeps asking me, why'd you let that woman lie? In a pawn shop glass, didn't know that man no more. Eyes like smoke from a burned out room, hands still reaching for your door. There's a preacher down on Maxwell, talking mercy in the rain, but I got sins with your perfume on them, and a pocket full of pain. I don't fear the midnight. Midnight tells the truth. Daylight smiles too easy, then steals away your youth. I don't curse your leaving, I curse what stayed behind. A bed too wide, a clock too loud, and your shadow in my mind. Falling cold on me. I've been paying for love gone wrong, with a soul that ain't free. Black rain on Halsted, ain't no mercy in the sky. Every drop keeps asking me, why'd you let that woman lie? Black rain keeps falling down where the old blues crawl. If I make it through this night alive, I still might lose it all. came in after midnight with sharp smoke on my sleeve, keys shaking in the lock, Lord, like the door knew more than me. Kitchen bulb was burning, one cup beside the sink, bills under the salt shaker, too mean to let me think. Her blue coat left the chair bare, no radio, no pen, just that room looking through me like it finally knew the man. No fire, no curse, no fight. Said I kept my face closed and brought winter home each night. Said love knocked on my shoulder, I shrugged it to the floor, counting change inside my head while she was reaching for the door. I read it once, then twice, babe, like ink could change his mind. But some goodbyes don't thunder, they just leave the room behind. There are bills on the table, rain on the glass, a note in my pocket, and the night moving past. I ain't scared of hard labor, I ain't scared of being broke, but I lost the only warm light for the words I never spoke. Oh, the room don't lie when the love walks out slow. A man can fight the whole world and still lose his way home. Whiskey in a coffee cup, still sitting by my hand. Train shook the window frame like a ghost crossing the land. I wanted to blame the foreman, the bank, the rent, the rain, but the worst kind of Owen had a name. Inside the pain I carried trouble quiet, set it down where supper used to be. Fed it with my silence till it looked a lot like me. If I call, will she answer? If she answers, what do I say? Sorry sounds too little when pride has had its way. I know I ain't a bad man, but good love still can drown. When every tender word you save gets saved till no one's around. There are bills on the table, rain on the glass, his way home, sing low, guitar, tell me what I can't say. If she hears it through the morning, maybe mercy turns my way. The city starts waking, but I ain't slept none. Coffee gone bitter before I taste the sun. One flat string ring